Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Easter, everybody. Oh, it's so good to see all of you. Welcome to our living room here. Yeah. Let's sing an opening song together. It's all about the beautiful change, the change for the better. Spring it always brings it, doesn't it? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Look at all those lovely places. Happy Easter here at the Salt Lake Center for Spiritual Living, where transformation happens. I'm Linda Brewer, and I'm so very blessed to have this privilege of welcoming all of you this morning, both all of you in the room and those of you joining us on Facebook and on YouTube. Please, love streamers, tell us where you are so we can connect with you. Our center is a spiritual community that teaches a philosophy for daily living based on spiritual principles and practices that are universal among religions. We honor every pathway by which people seek to know and connect with the divine, and we work on our individual consciousness so that we can help make the world a better place. Our theme this month is Let Us Spring into Joy. And Reverend Cindy's talk is called Resurrection to Transformation. And our special music today is our beloved Del-Ann Haslam. And rumor has it she may have a friend or two join. I've heard, but we'll see. All right, everybody, let's say our promise statement together. We promise to embody love, compassion, and kindness everywhere we go, and to be the peaceful presence we want to experience in this world. We recognize the divine oneness in everyone and everything, including all living creatures, Mother Earth, and the universe. We promise to be generous, sharing our time, talent, and treasures as we serve from the highest truth that love is the way. Recognizing and embodying this love for all, we help create a world that works for everyone. Thank you. Remember, we have a 9:30 book study in the first floor classroom each week, and all are welcome to join us down there. Our practitioners serving today are Therrell Hinckley, holding high watch throughout this service, knowing that the best and highest is unfolding as we share this sacred time together. And I'll be sharing our reading in a time of sacred silence and prayer this morning. Do we have anybody with us for the very first time this morning? If so, we would love to welcome you if you're willing to raise your hand. We do here. All right. Thank you so very much. If you haven't already done so, I hope you've picked up some information at our hospitality table. We also have a Science of Mind magazine as a gift for you. And we affirm for you and everyone here that you will experience a blessing this morning. So thanks for joining us. And be careful of him. She's sitting next to Wetzel. Okay. All right. As I share more about what's coming up, remember that you can always find out all the information on our website, spirituallyfree.org, and also all those lovely flyers in the hallway will tell you everything about what's coming up. So please check those things out. So briefly, here's what's coming up. This is a very busy week. We need some things not all in the fourth week. All right, this week. This month's Wednesday experience is this Wednesday on the 23rd. It's an opportunity to elevate your mind to heal your body. This will be led by our recent guest speaker and author and NLP hypnosis trainer, Holly Stokes, who will be sharing self-healing techniques, tools, and inspiring stories. That will be Wednesday at 6 p.m. downstairs. And this Friday will be our first of many, we hope, human and animal connection ceremonies facilitated by Shanti Kiefer, off-site because we're not allowed to have animals here, except the stuffed variety. This is a wonderful opportunity to celebrate the connection between humans and animals, and it's being held at the Mind, Body, Soul Wellness Center, and it starts at 6:30. And this Saturday, April 26th, our center will be the site for Christian Turner's Global Transformation Expo, featuring the opportunity to experience many different kinds of healing modalities, as well as a wonderful place to shop for some beautiful gifts, jewelry, and some other cool things. The admission is free, so please come and support the vendors who bought a table and are here to help raise funds for our center, as a matter of fact. So it'll be a great thing, and it is starts at 10 on Saturday and goes through the day. And if you would like to help with that, we need some volunteers to help with that event. Please see Mel Minlove right over there. After the service, if you are willing to, you don't have to commit for the whole day, but if you're willing to come and help for part of the time, that would be wonderful. And next Sunday night, the 27th at 6 p.m., is the annual Interfaith Sacred Music Evening at the Tabernacle. And Rick and Dell and Shemaine and is Leslie still going to? And Leslie will be doing a lovely musical number. The doors open at 5 o'clock. If you've never done this, it is just an amazing event. There are, different kind of dances and stuff from all different kinds of faiths and religions, and it's really an exciting evening. So I encourage you to take advantage of that. And another event coming up that's also going to help raise some money for our center is the screening of the movie Wolf's Message, about a young man who was killed by lightning who has since communicated a very important message for all of us. So over half of the tickets have already been sold for this June 20th event, so we'll have more information for you about that soon. But just please, if you're interested in this, it looks fantastic. The flyers are out here. Okay, great, thanks. All right, so as I always do, I remind you that our center was founded on, and it is grounded in prayer, that our professional prayer practitioners are here to support you and to know that there is a divine purpose in everything that's happening in your life, even when it doesn't look like that to you. We all go to other practitioners because there are times, we have those times in our lives where we're kind of going, what was God thinking here? But we need other people to support us in that, and that's what our practitioners do. So they'll be available across the hall after the service. If you'd like a one-to-one prayer, you can put a request on the prayer box. in the hallway or on our website. And if you do that, it goes out to all the practitioners, and we hold you in prayer this week. So right now I invite you to settle in, allow the reading I'm going to share and the centering music to connect you with that spirit that lives within each one of us as we prepare for a time of sacred silence and prayer. So our reading today is adapted from our book of the month, Falling into the Arms of God by Megan Dawn. This journey we have embarked on never ends, not even for the angels or the saints. Every day is a new beginning, another opportunity for us to recognize the Spirit of God expressing as and through our lives. The beauty lies in the simplicity of our task, letting this Spirit guide us in everything we do. The awareness that God and our soul are one is the basis of all mystical teachings. Living this reality by loving every being as the living incarnation of the one Spirit is the perfection of these teachings. And it is through honoring and respecting each other that this love becomes manifest. May our hearts, like St. Teresa's, burn with love for God and for all creation, knowing at the same time both the greatness and the humility of who we each are. May we each experience daily our own resurrection into transformation, a rebirth as our own unique and highest expression of the One.
Listen to the truth. Let every voice but God's be still in me. Let me remember I am one with God. Peace to all others, they are one with me. Let me remember what my purpose is. Let all the world have love and peace with me. Let all the world have love.
And let's sit for a moment in that sacred presence in the silence. How grateful I am for this season of transformation and resurrection, where all those things that were still resting asleep are slowly or quickly rising from their naps, refreshed and ready for new life. Everywhere I look, I recognize in the blue sky, the beautiful clouds, all the trees that are budding and blooming, and the leaves, the flowers that are coming out. I recognize that it's all God. That everything that is, ever was, and ever shall be is an expression of that one. And as I recognize this in that beautiful nature, I know that it is true for me too. That I am another expression of that one, showing up as Linda to do that which was mine to do this lifetime. And as I know that for me, I know that for each person here, for everyone within the sound of my voice, and for all the world. That everything that is, every one of us are unique expressions of that divine one. And so today we bless all of those who have brought this service into being. The wonderful volunteers who arrive here early to prepare this space so that the rest of us can just walk in and enjoy it. Those who make the coffee. For all of the volunteers who stay after to clean things up. For our wonderful band and the years of time they've spent developing their talent. For our audiovisual team who make us sound wonderful in this room and allow us to have a virtual community. For our practitioners and their commitment to their years of training and service to this community. And for our beloved Reverend Cindy, who was brought to us in divine order and guides us and leads us and inspires us, as I know she will in her talk today. And so for all of these blessings, I just give thanks. I release this word as together we say, and so it is.
Thank you, Linda. So let's sing this wonderful, joyful song written by Mr. Fun, Chris Kirch. It's called Rise and Shine. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Get up, don't let nothing get you down. See the light, even when they say it can't be found. Listen, your heart is singing.
Way to go. It's fun to see y'all get up and dance to that song. Great song. It's always my pleasure to introduce this special music. The special day and my Easter present to myself and to all of you. Dylan is just an extraordinary singer, as you well know. Every word, every phrase is felt and expressed through her beautiful voice. I'm excited to hear this duo again. I heard a little bit of it in rehearsal. Rory's going to accompany her, and
Thank you,
please,
Rory.
please give a warm round of applause. Dylan Haslam and Rory Norsek.
Rory Narsa. Thank you. This is a song I found after one we did last month. It's by Gary Lynn Floyd and Jamie Lula. And I just love the lyrics. It's a very simple song. It's not a big, heavy ballad. But listen to the lyrics. I just think it's gorgeous. It's called God and Everyone. Everything beneath the sun breathes like a harmonium. Pure perfection has begun, shining like a midnight sun. Out of darkness I have come. I see God in everyone. Let me be an instrument, guided by and heaven sent. Let these grapes of pain ferment, alchemize to love's content. Ever be the sacrament, knowing God is my intent. God, let me know your name. Hold me in the same breath as your word. God, I feel you all around. Oh, how you astound me with your grace. Rolling back the thunder cloud, let me live my love out loud, standing for mankind and proud, baptized in a holy shroud. Peace be still and know me now. God is in all I have found. God, let me know your name. Hold me in the same breath as your word. God, I feel you all around. Oh, how you astound me with your grace. God, let me know your name. Hold me in the same breath as your word. God, the same breath as your word. God, I feel you all around. Oh, how you astound me with your grace. God in everyone. Out of darkness I have come. I see God in everyone. Thank you. Thanks, Rory.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Delanne. Thank you, Rory. You know, it makes it really easy to come up here and talk to all of you when our music program and Delanne come up here and open your heart. Do you feel that? I feel that love. I feel this family. I feel this presence. Welcome to Easter Sunday. Although we could call it that 420 Easter. I'm wondering if anyone brought brownies. No? Okay, you know my past. I'm a 70s kid, okay? What can I say? All gone, the brownies were sold right away? All right, okay. It is our our Sunday that we have our bake sale. Who knew? Okay. So the name of my talk is Resurrection to Transformation. And I wanted to start with resurrection. So for many Christians, the resurrection is a belief that Jesus came back to life 3 days after he died on the cross. Or the rising from the dead of believers on the last day in a new or risen life. But I want to talk about resurrection in a new thought way, in a metaphysical way, a spiritual resurrection. A spiritual resurrection refers to a revival or renewal of spirit. So I'm talking about this on Easter Sunday, right? But the truth is, this is something that we can live every single day. So it's an awakening of spiritual consciousness, a restoration to our relationship, our personal relationship with the One, whatever you call it, whether you call it Spirit or God, Allah, Yeshua, the Way, universe, whatever you call it, whatever your relationship is with this One. It's often associated with faith and finding a new meaning to life and feeling renewed spiritually. So, Ernest Holmes says about resurrection, it is not merely pleasing and satisfactory to support that we passed from this life to the next, in full and complete retention of our faculties. It is logical. Jesus revealed himself to his followers after his resurrection to show them that death is but a passing to a higher sphere of life and action. Higher consciousness. From Howard Thurman on resurrection. Resurrection is the announcement that life cannot be ultimately conquered by death. That there is a strength added when the labors increase. That multiplied peace matches multiplied trials. That life is bottomed by the glad surprise. The glad surprise. I love that term. Life is a glad surprise. From Charles Fillmore. There was lots on resurrection, so bear with me, only one more. from Charles Fillmore, the resurrection of the body has nothing whatever to do with death. To be resurrected means to get out of the place that you are in and get to another place. Resurrection is a rising into a new vigor, new prosperity, new restoration to some higher state of consciousness. That's the resurrection that I'm talking about. So, what do we do about this and our own resurrection? We can do it every single day. When you wake up, what do you need to rise to? Before you even open your eyes, lay there and think, what do I need to rise to today? Maybe we want to awaken to a greater joy. Maybe we want to pray for a more positive attitude with the state of the world. Maybe we want to be kind to our elders that sometimes can be challenging, or our little ones that can be challenging. Maybe we want to rise to a greater compassion. Maybe we want to rise to seeing a situation in whatever's happening in our life that is actually here for us to grow, rather than finding it a place to find doom and gloom. See, we get to do this resurrection on a daily basis. It's not a one and done kind of deal. I wish it was, but that's just not the way it works. So as we rise in our own consciousness, we must die daily to our own rebirth and rising. We must let go of pettiness, greediness, egotistical thinking, so that we can come into the divine expression that we are. See, we're always this divine expression, even when we're being kind of cranky. I'm still a divine expression. I want to choose the way my expression shows up on a daily basis. And the only way I can do that is from my consciousness. Because I can just be as robotic as everybody else to get through the day. Okay, this is my to-do list. This is what I'm going to get done, and I'm going to get it done. But I don't want to just do my to-do list. I want to do it from a place of greater purpose, from a place of kindness, from a place of compassion. And the only way that I get to do that is by being aware in this elevated state of consciousness. We are always free to activate the glory of the divine. That's what we are. I've said this before. In our humanity is our divinity. When I went to go see Greg Braden and Bruce Lipton, and they presented the facts, the science, that in our cells and in our atoms is God, the God particle, that we're all made of the same stuff as the stars and the moon and the sun. In our humanity is our divinity. We can never be separated from it. So, the life within you, the life within me is infinite, not just today because it's Easter and we get to resurrect that Christ consciousness that we know happened during this sacred time. It's always within us. We get to rebirth ourselves over and over again, especially in this springtime. Well, sprinter time. Beautiful days, cold days, beautiful days, cold days. It's all beautiful because the snow comes and then it melts so quickly. A few days ago, I had to bundle myself up to take the dogs out and walked in the morning snow to get them their walk. And then the next day, I had to shed all those layers because I was too hot. And I'm grateful for all this. I'm grateful for this time of year because it's no wonder that there's so many religions, that this is a holy time of year. It's a time of renewal, rebirth, because the ice and snow is melting, the blooms are coming out of the ground, the trees are bursting, life is happening. So that word change normally refers to new beginnings, but transformation is a mystery that we're examining in this place. We say here our tagline is where transformation happens. I've seen it in our community. In fact, sometimes so much so that people end up leaving, and that's okay. Like Steve and Rob having their beautiful bookstore. Sometimes people transform and their life leads them to a new path. Do I like losing people? No. But that's my human self. Because my spiritual self knows that is why I am here. That is why the doors are open. That is why we have classes. That is why we have community events. So that we can all transform. So, let's talk about transformation a little bit more. For me, first and foremost, transformation happens with letting go. You all know my fondness of letting it go. That's like my niche. I love talking about letting it go. Transformation often requires us to let go of old patterns, old beliefs, attachments. And the only way to get those new lessons or that new understanding is to let go of that old stuff. Because it's just BS, belief system. That's all it is. The next thing about transformation is we get to have a shift. Transformation involves a change in one's primary goals, desires, leading to a new alignment and new spiritual values. So sometimes you have to shift gears to get there. So you have to make a shift. The next part of transformation is you sometimes have to reevaluate. This can be a hard one for folks. I know it can be hard for me. My ego is kind of connected to, well, this is how I've always done it. This is how I've always thought. This has been my spiritual practice. These are the teachers that I've studied. Sometimes you have to sit and reevaluate and say, wait, is that really working for me? Is there some new way that I need to step into? So reevaluation can be the start of restructuring. Restructuring one's overall meaning in their life. What your beliefs are, what your purpose is. What are your ultimate concerns for this planet, for this country, for your family, for your friends? Transformation is also personal growth. Often associated with personal growth is that deeper understanding of oneself. What I like to call it is embodiment. See, because intellectually I can read books and have an understanding. But if I don't embody the lessons and the teaching, then it doesn't show up in my life. I've been around spiritual communities for over 25 years. I've been on my spiritual path since I was 17. I know a lot of stuff, but I would say that my biggest transformation has really happened in the last 10 years of my life. Because I understand the importance of embodiment. And if you're wondering if you're embodying these teachings, all you have to do is look at your life. Maybe there's an area of your life that is going super well, but there's another structure of your life that isn't going as well. Well, that's the area that you get to embody these teachings. Transformation is also a change in our actions and behaviors. Because we can sit in meditation under that Bodhi tree, but unless we get out there and take these into the world, into our life, then it kind of falls short. It can help you. It can help you be more peaceful and more calm when things are going on. But if you're really changing your actions, see, at one point in my life, I decided, well, if I want something different, and we've heard this before, I have to do something different. Think about it. How many times we know what we know, right? We know what good nutrition is. We know what good finances are. We know these things, and yet we do the same behaviors. And then we're like, well, how come it's still happening? It's happening because we haven't changed what we're doing. Transformation is embracing new ways. Now, again, I know that can be challenging because I think us human beings can get a little stuck in what we know and what we like. I had some roommates way back when in California, and they were this wonderful couple. I love them, love them, love them. And they had some of the most dug-in habits I've ever met on a person. They did the same thing at the same time every day. They watched the same show at the same time every day. This is just who they were. They had these habits, and if that works for you, beautiful. But if you want something to be different in your life, you have to change things up. Change your actions and behaviors. This can manifest in so many ways. Like when I walk the dogs, sometimes I let them take me where they want to go. Well, I have two. So sometimes Snowy wants to go this way, and sometimes Poppy wants to go this way. And I let them take turns, and then I have my turn. Because I don't want to do the same thing every single time. I want a new route. Because you know what happens when I'm on a new route? I see a new house. I see a new plant. I see a new bloom. I meet a new person. We meet a new dog. But if I was always on the same route day after day after day, then I don't have those opportunities. It's true that sometimes I'm standing on the corner and I'm just like this, frozen, because those two can't decide which way, who's going to lead this day. Sometimes when that happens, I say, that's okay, Mama's leading, we're going this way. But I love it. If any of you are friends with me on Facebook, a lot of times I post what I see on my walks. And a lot of people, they're like, I don't see that. Well, I'm very aware when I'm walking the girls that this is a part of my spiritual life. To be mindful of the beauty around me. To be mindful to meet new people and new dogs. To be mindful to watch and make sure they're not trying to eat something disgusting. I have to be mindful because they will take me in a direction that I don't really want them to go or me to go. So I have to always be mindful and aware and awake. So it truly is a spiritual practice to take them out into nature. Transformation is a process. It's not an event. Again, it's not one and done. Now, I know that there are spiritual teachers that have had these big spiritual events in their life, these big epiphanies, these big awakenings, but it's not one and done. They actually work with it. When I've done all the work with Dr. Sue Morter, she talks about having this big event in her life, but then she took it and said, well, I want to be able to, on call, have these events whenever I want. So how am I going to do that? And she did this backward engineering. That's what created the energy codes. So people like Eckhart Tolle, people like Bruce Lipton and Greg Braden, everybody's on a process. We're all in process on this journey. I used to say it ends when I'll be 6 feet under, but I know that's not true. It never ends. I go on to the next iteration of who I am as a soul, as a being of light. So we are all on our own path, and we can rise daily and transform. First, resurrection, and then transformation. So from our book of the month, Falling into the Arms of God by Megan Dawn, to be possessed by God, said Teresa, is no small matter. But if we think that it is what we must navigate, it's what we must navigate our way through the rubble, then it would be natural for us to opt for the quickest and easiest route out. Yet, in allowing God to be the navigator, we can relax and become witness to all that is occurring. This relaxation in itself is an art form to be studied, and we are all enrolled and lifelong students. The more willing we are to loosen control over our lives, the easier both the relaxation and the living become. Our spiritual lives demand more from us than we expect. As we take one step, the next step is already inviting us forward. That's how my process, my journey has been. When I take one step and I think I'm there, there's more steps and more steps and more steps. But I follow that GPS system, right? God positioning system. That's what I want in my life. I always want to listen to that inner voice, that soulful self that is picking up that divine messaging from the One. So since it is Easter, let's do something a little bit different. If you can stand, I'm going to ask you to stand. You don't have to, but if you can. And we have some affirmations for this day. I'm going to say this and have you repeat it after me. I practice the presence of Spirit in everything I do. Practice the presence of Spirit in everything I do. I let go of thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors that no longer serve my life. I let go of thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors that no longer serve my life. I reevaluate those areas of my life that don't bring me joy. Reevaluate, don't bring me joy. I embrace new ways of showing up in my life. Embrace new ways of showing up in my life. I rise daily and examine where my consciousness is awaiting resurrection. I rise daily and examine where my consciousness is awaiting resurrection. I dwell in unconditional love, peace, and thanksgiving. Dwell in unconditional love, peace, and thanksgiving. I dedicate myself to my spiritual unfoldment and transformation. Dedicate myself to spiritual unfoldment and transformation. I surrender to my divinity that resides within. To my divinity that resides within. Thank you all. You may be seated, and I'm going to finish with this last quote from Walter Stark. The book is called It's All God. Thank God that life is one continuous death and rebirth process, because each of us knows that our greatest crucifixions have revealed our greatest resurrections and have brought us ever closer to the ascensions of consciousness that we call illumination. Let's pray. Just take in a deep breath. And that felt so good. One more time, breathe in very deeply and hold it at the top. And when you're ready to release it with a big ah. Ah. Yes, yes, yes. So grateful. Grateful for this Easter day, this day of resurrection. Grateful to be in community. Grateful for that beautiful sunshine. Grateful for the rain and the snow and the blooms and the sprinter that we get to have in Utah. Grateful for this community, for our online community that come and watch week after week. Grateful for those that are in this room that come support, to be in community, to love each other, to be a spiritual family. Grateful, grateful, grateful. I am grateful to know there is only one. One power, one presence, one love, whether we call it Mother, Father, God, Goddess, oneness, allness, Spirit, the universe, the divine matrix, Allah, Jehovah, Hashem. So many names and so many faces, and yet only one. This one is in everything. It's omnipotent, omnipresent, omnipotent, omniconsciousness, omni-love, omni. Everywhere, every moment, all at once. Never not. Because I know that is the truth. I claim and know that I am one and the same as the one. Every word spoken, every step I take, everything I touch, is the hands of the divine, the voice of the divine, the heart of the divine. And I know the same truth for everybody listening to this prayer now, in the room, online, on Facebook, on YouTube, in a recording. That we can never be separate from what is always present. The divinity that we are showing up in our human selves, it is divine. We are divine. We are a spark of the divine. Unified always, every day, in everything that we do. Even those circumstances and situations that don't feel good in the moment are here for our growth, are here for our goodness. Even these things that happen in the world are here to burn down those structures that no longer serve us, so that we can rise. We can rise in consciousness. We can rise in love. We can rise in kindness. So that's what I know is happening here, and for this beautiful planet. I know that Mother Gaia is always in that healing mode, going back to exactly the way she was. Clean waters, forests that give us all that oxygen that we need to breathe clean air. Always growing the foods and the nutrition that we need as humans to maintain our body temples in every way. It's such a beautiful reciprocal universe that we get to live in. I am just knowing that anyone in this room or anyone in your life that is needing a prayer for healing and wholeness, that it is happening now in this instant. We don't have to wait for it. Because this field of prayer that we have developed and brought forth on this day is potent. It's that springtime. The seeds are planted. It is growing. Whatever your prayer is, is my prayer too. So say your name, either silently or out loud, and the names of the people in your life that want and need prayer today. Cindy. Mom. Michael. Joseph, Jeremiah. Madeline. My community. All my relatives. All my loved ones. Yes. There's no prayer too small and no prayer too big. Whether it's for the proper abundance to have something that you need, or it's for world peace, or for wholeness and health, there's no prayer that is not heard in this moment. That's what I know is happening here. And for this, I am so incredibly grateful. I'm grateful for answered prayer. I'm grateful to know that even if we don't recognize in this instant, it's happening now. You can't help it. It's like a seed under the soil. You don't see it growing. We don't have to unearth it to see that it's blooming, and it's blooming. Sometimes you see it in an instant, and sometimes it takes days, weeks, months, years, but it's happening now. Because I know this, because I claim this for myself and for the whole community and beyond, I am grateful. And with this gratitude, it allows me to step into a place of surrender, of peace, of wholeness, of knowing, of embodying these teachings, knowing that all is God, all is good, all is spirit, all is well. So we have released it into the soil, the fertile soil of these spiritual laws. And because we know it and we've released it and let it go, together we say, and so it is, Amen. Ashe. Thank you. So it's that time of circulation, and that's one of our spiritual practices. And first and foremost, I'd like to say thank you. Thank you, beloveds, because we are here co-creating this experience. We are here co-creating this community. It can't be done with just me or the band or the practitioners. It's done with all of us, the whole community. So the way we get to come forth only can continue because of your generosity. So thank you. As the ushers come forward and you're preparing your gift, I just want to say this. I was having a conversation this morning with one of our board members. Go ahead, and I think they've had time to prepare. I was having a conversation with Gail this morning about a car. Because Brent and I have 2 older cars, and we were thinking, it's about time that we upgrade one of our cars to a newer car. And there was this thought coming forth, this little ego thought, like, what are people going to think if Reverend Cindy gets a new car? Maybe they're going to say, oh, she's getting paid too much, or we're too abundant. No. I want to be the example. We want to be the example of abundance. No, I'm not buying a Maserati. No, I'm not buying a Land Rover. No. Something very practical that's going to serve us, something hybrid so we can take care of the environment, something that serves our family for when we road trips with these little dogs. And these 2 little 10-pound dogs, let me tell you, they take up the whole back seat. Yes, they do. So I'm just so excited that we're in the hunt for this new car, and that I didn't even have to list my car. Someone came out of the woodwork and said, if you ever want to sell that car, I want it. So everything is in divine alignment, and that's how abundance works. When you're in alignment with your flow, it always works out. So let's bless this gift by outstretching our heart through our hands and repeating after me, I am so blessed.
I am so blessed.
We are so blessed.
We are so blessed.
We know As we give, it comes back, multiplied abundantly. We are so blessed. And so it is.
All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me. The light of loving grace shines upon my face. All that I need comes to me. I've been set free, I'm released. I've been set free, I'm released. The burden of my past has gone away at last. I've been set free, I'm released. All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me. The light of loving grace shines upon my face. All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to
Another song Delan's going to sing for us.
Okay, so being raised LDS, Jesus is a big part of my journey. I'm so excited I get to sing about him today. And I wanted to show you the sticker that Rory gave me. It says, Jesus is coming, look busy. No, but really what I wanted to share is a reading from this thing called You, Ernest Holmes. I found this in my advanced consciousness class about Jesus, and I just love Ernest, the way he phrases everything. He says, this glorious figure, like a shaft of light, shot across the bewildered consciousness of man, proving every claim he made, leaving behind him a breath of heaven, fragrant with love. And proving every claim he made, he spoke power in his name. This is called I Speak Jesus. Everyone send me a lot of love so there's no crying. And thanks, Jermaine and the band. Okay. I just want to speak the name of Jesus over every heart and every mind. 'Cause I know there is peace within his presence. I speak Jesus. And I just want to speak the name of Jesus till every dark addiction starts to break, declaring there is hope and there is freedom. I speak Jesus. 'Cause your name is power, your name is healing, your name is life. Break every stronghold, shine through the shadows, burn like fire. speak Jesus, 'cause your name is power, your name is healing, your name is life. Break every stronghold, shine through the shadows, burn like a fire. Shout Jesus from the mountains, Jesus in the streets, Jesus in the darkness, he's the light inside of me. And Jesus for my family, I speak the holy name, Jesus. Whoa, shout Jesus from the mountains, Jesus in the streets, Jesus in the darkness, he's the light inside of me. And Jesus for my family, I speak the holy name, Jesus. Your name is power, your name is healing, your name is life. Yes, it is. Break every stronghold, shine through the shadows, burn like a fire. I just want to speak the name of Jesus over every heart and every mind, 'cause I know there is peace within your presence. I speak Jesus. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yay! I did it. Thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful, Delan.
Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Cindy, for that beautiful Easter message. It reminded me of a James Taylor song for whatever reason, Home by a Different Way. Even changing our behavior before we change our thinking about what we desire. If we just choose to do something a little bit differently, it can trigger a whole bunch of things. You know, taking your dog on a walk a different way can bring you experiences, messages, people that can help you, that will help you in your transformation. What a hopeful, positive thing. Yeah. I remember this very busy week coming up, the Wednesday night experience, 6 o'clock here, and then the huge expo, the Health Expo. This has been a wildly successful event in the past, and to think that all the proceeds can help the center is just a beautiful gift. And spread the word, bring your friends. It'll be fantastic. And then on Sunday night, come to the Tabernacle, Salt Lake Tabernacle, for that sacred music tribute. It's just really wonderful to see different religions expressing their sacred joy and expression and dance, all different kinds of music. It's very inspirational and very fun, and we are so fortunate to be a part of that this year. If you want a prayer today, remember the practitioners are available across the hall after the service. All right, everybody, let's stand and sing our closing song. Everybody's got a smile for the world. Even you. One and a two and a 1, 2, 3, 4.
You feel like something's missing from your day to day. You feel like something's missing from your day to day. Just put a smile on your face and chase those blues away. Everybody's got a smile for the world. Everybody's got a smile for the world. You gotta let it shine bright, 'cause that's what it's for.
Lori Norsack.
Ain't no use in crying when your life has got you down. Ain't no use in crying when your life has got you down. Just put a smile on your face, you can turn your world around. 'Cause everybody's got a smile for the world. Everybody's got a smile for the world. You gotta let it shine bright, 'cause that's what it's for. Everybody's got a smile for the world. Everybody's got a smile for the world. You gotta let it shine bright, 'cause that's what it's for. One more time. Everybody's got a smile for the world, yeah. I said everybody's got a smile for the world. You gotta let it shine bright, 'cause that's what it's for.